Yo, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy Rush, holding it down with the Labudo Network. Right now, I promote my side hustle, Rush Enterprise. Uh, if you're in the state of New Jersey, you need armed guards or unarmed guards, call up my business line and I line it up. The bigger the contract, the more money we make together, you heard? Right now, I finally cleared up my voicemail, so if y'all hit me up on my cell, just leave me, or my business line, just leave me a message and I hit you right back, man. Just I've been like really busy, man. So just holler at your boy. Yo, today we're gonna expound on this particular movie. You know what I mean? Salute to Fame, salute to SJ in the building. Hey yo, Fame, man, let the people know what we about to expound on today, man. Talk to
No
them.
problem. Hope everybody having a good start to their sucker-free weekend. You know, this is my favorite time of the week with these gentlemen. I feel like I be feeling when I be doing these movie reviews, I be feeling like I'm at my first junior high mixer. Yeah, but yeah. Good evening to y'all too, two gentlemen, man. I enjoy doing these movie reviews with y'all. I just want to say that, man.
Nah, no doubt, man. I'll be liking these too, man.
Yeah. So who's it? Tune in. Oh, that's me. But
Yeah.
tune in.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. It's a lot of fun, man. Know what I mean, breaking these films down. So, man, just
Yeah.
I mean, we gonna be consistent with it. Here.
Yeah, we be giving a lot of information too, man, because it's a lot of conditioning. There's a lot of conditioning in this movie too, and it's a recurring theme I want to talk about with these movies too. But the movie today we will be reviewing is No Strings Attached, starring Ashton Kutcher and Natalie Portman. It's directed by Ivan Reitman and written by Elizabeth Merriweather, probably botching her name, and Michael Salmonik. Let's get to the plot. The plot of this movie: two friends try to keep their relationship strictly physical, which is never gonna work. But their agreement is tested as emotions develop. So, fellas, let's get a rating first of this movie. What y'all think about this movie?
Go ahead, Rush.
I go first. What I can go. I give it.
Go ahead, fam.
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with a 6.5 to 7 because it's a very entertaining movie. It's entertaining, it's funny as hell. But I'm gonna give it about I'm gonna go with the 6.8.
All right, Rush.
I'm gonna give it a 5. You know, the movie's cool.
My man, Rush, we giving him no slack. I got it about like a 6.7.
All right, good.
So
All right.
I like on my scale, like about a 6 point. It's like very good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because 5 is average, so anything above average is. Anything above 5 is above average, so it's pretty good. It's not nothing really crazy, groundbreaking, but it's definitely entertaining.
Nah, it was a funny movie. Yeah, definitely funny, man.
Yeah, they got some funny parts in this movie. I got some highlights for that too, some highlight pictures too.
So where you want to start off? You got some questions for us?
I got to get some questions.
I know that's why I ain't trying to jump the gun no more. You got your format on this.
Yeah,
I like your format.
I got some questions, man, because we gotta ask some questions before we break it down, give a better understanding of the movie and these characters, and this relationship dynamics and the conditioning of these movies. But the first question is it possible for a man and a woman to have a no strings attached situation without one of them catching feelings? What are y'all thoughts on that?
You want to go first, Rush?
I mean, it depends on the dude. Yeah, it's possible, but this new generation that's on the come up, a lot of them kind of tender. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it can be done. It can be done.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you don't think it's possible?
Nah, I don't think it's possible to have just a strictly no strings attached without one party catching feelings. One of them going to catch feelings every single time, and it most likely it's going to be the woman. But they got to make a simp out of this movie, so they made him act more like the woman. But I think most of the time it's going to be the woman that catches feelings. A woman's not going to have sex with you long term and not want to be with you.
I disagree with that. I think because like what Rush was saying, man. I think it depends on the type of dude. So like if you a dude that got your shit together, because I think you're a little biased, famous, because you got your shit together. So you're looking at it from an angle of a guy that you're gonna knock the bottom of that thing. You know, she's attracted to you. It's like absolutely she's gonna catch feelings.
Well, I can do it.
But I'm saying like a dude that like is kind of weak.
Oh no.
She really ain't attracted to him. He's gonna catch feelings first, and I think that most of the guys fall probably in that category. Most guys ain't built like us, where, like you said, you could take that deal, you be like, hey, and roll with the punches. Yeah, but so in that dynamic, the female would definitely catch the feelings in that one.
Yeah, and if she doesn't catch feelings for you, you just ain't that dude. If a girl can sleep with you and not catch feelings, I mean, you ain't that. You just not him. That means your pipe game is just probably weak, as we see in this movie. But we can talk about that later.
And she just ain't attracted to you. It was funny because I was telling my friend one time, he was like, yeah, man, me and the homegirl, we just gonna have. I was like, hey, dude, that ain't gonna work out. Because, you know, he's the type of dude that got his shit together, man. Can't work out, you know, got the humor and stuff. I was like, that's an ugly dude's game. And he ain't understand what I was saying. He was like, nah, man, we good. We got this deal going on. A month later, she dropped the ball on him. What's going on between us? He's like, fuck. I was like, I try to tell you, man, that shit don't work out. That's an ugly dude's game.
Yeah, it ain't a simp. Especially you acting more like the female than the female is, as we see in this movie. But yeah, that's the simps can't do it. No, they can't do it at all. But if you a man that's knocking the peanut butter out her Reese's cup, then she's gonna catch feelings.
Facts.
So let's break down the first character. Let's break down Emma. You pull her up. Yes. Wait. I got one more question before you break it down. Because it leads into her. Is a non-affectionate woman a red flag?
Yo, my bad, man. Yes, 100% factual. If a female's not, you know, show no form of some sort of level of affection, right? And she sleeping with you, that means she a pro, my nigga. I'm saying a female got like females are like intuitive creatures. Know what I mean? Like they're real like sensible towards certain feelings when they have like an emotional connection with a dude. So if y'all don't got that, well, if she doesn't have that strong emotional attachment towards you, right? And she sleeping with you, nigga, yo, she a pro, my nigga.
Yeah, I agree. I think if she's not affectionate, I think she's just basically a nigga. Basically, he could be dating basically a man. You know what? That's biologically, she's wired to be like that. She's supposed to be nurturing and affectionate like that. But so if a woman's not like that, I think it's a red flag. I think she probably has some trauma in her life or she's jaded, somewhat.
Yeah.
What about you, Esther?
Yeah, if she don't catch no feelings, it's definitely a red flag, man. Like what y'all mentioned, like some trauma, some shit going on. She close to a pro. She done ran through like a 7-Eleven, but also you're a dick in a glass case. You're good enough for right now. So that means like if she can't catch no feelings, like you're like I said, you're that emergency dick. She's just having a rough patch. She pulled the closest thing to her. You know what I'm saying? You're just that guy she's like going to use until she move on to the person she like. So, yeah, that's what it is. It's a mixture of all that, but definitely a red flag.
Yeah, and that's why I say your body count really does matter, fam. I mean,
of course.
So, you know, because if Shorty got a high body count and, you know what I mean, those are the byproduct of a side effect of sleeping around, not be able to show that kind of emotional attachment when you're sleeping with somebody. I mean, by that point, if a female's doing that, she's cooked. Like, ain't no coming back from that. I mean, she will forever belong to the
Let me piggyback off that. Like, if you're a dude that just want to run through some shit, this is prime real estate. These females, hey, you're feasting off of these. These they good for the game. But like you said, relationship-wise, going long term with them, hell nah.
Yeah,
enjoy your turn.
Yeah, there's no relationship. You're basically, if you're in a relationship with a chick that can't show you no affection, you just basically a glorified friend. Rush, she was unmuted. You said
My
something.
bad, y'all. No, I was pretty much agreeing with you just said. I
Oh,
mean,
oh, no problem, no problem. And I got one more question before we pull up Emma. Um, it's kind of piggybacks off the last question. What do you think of a woman that just wants to have sex freely with no commitment?
Damn, what's good?
that she got daddy issues. She's trying to fill the void by
Hmm.
sleeping with multiple men. You know what I mean, because she lacked a strong connection with her father, her biological father, she will sleep around like that just to fill the void of not having a strong father figure in her life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so definitely what Rush is saying, but it's also like it shows like who she's choosing. Because think about it, if like a female was with a guy like we said that was knocking it down, he was attractive. She ain't letting that go. She gonna develop some feelings. So it also shows that she don't know how to choose guys. She's messing with some a bunch of dudes that she really don't like, which like shows some bigger issues. Like she don't move with no intentions. Because like I said, if a female, I don't give a fuck who they are. They get that prototype of the man they want. They catching feelings. So it also shows like she is a bad decision maker. She don't know how to
Right.
select no dude that line up with her, or no motherfuckers don't want no part of her. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. I told you, Russ. Look, that's my mom right there. I told you she be watching our stuff. That's my mother right there. That just there left that
Yo,
live for me.
salute to you. Yo, welcome,
Yeah, that's
welcome.
Told you
dope.
she be
Shout
watching
out
these
to your
joints,
mom
Russ.
supporting.
Oh my goodness, man.
You thought I was joking. I
Can't
told
go
you she
in
be
on
watching.
these birds right now, man. Dang.
She's showing that
Yo,
support.
welcome. Yeah.
I told you she be watching. She be watching it like it's Oprah or something. Like it's a TV show. But yeah, I agree with both with what y'all said. Yeah, chick that just wants to have free. She might as well just be an OnlyFans worker or something, because that's what she basically is. She's just doing it for free. She's just basically a cheap escort. She on clearance.
Yeah, and it shows like man when they hit that stretch, they pretty much man psychically they gave up, and mentally they gave up on life. They
Yeah,
just threw in the white flag. They like fuck it, man. I can't get what I want. I'm just going this miserable route, man. And if you even if you try to convince yourself like they can change and them dudes that pull them in their life, it's like a Brittany Renner. They're just gonna destroy like every dude that they with because you can't
yeah,
conform them, man. They too far gone.
yeah. Like I said, just like the last one, because this one, I think Emma. You can pull up Emma, by the way, while we talk about this, because I think Emma is kind of like, I forgot the girl's name, who was in the last movie. They're similar. They have similar character traits from the Materialist. I forgot her name, but it's pretty similar. With this movie and that movie is pretty similar with her character.
Yeah, that one in Materialist was a little, I'll say worse. I think Emma in this one, man, I think Emma, she was definitely bad. Don't get it twisted, but she really wasn't out there. She was more or less like scared to face rejection and shit. So she put up that wall and stuff, but she
No,
wasn't
she was
slinging
out
it
there.
everywhere.
I think she was, but they didn't show it. But
Oh,
with
okay,
that
okay.
type
You
of,
said behind the scenes and shit.
you could tell because she was ready to have sex with just anybody until he remember when she at the party, whatever. What do y'all think of the character Emma? I think just like the other chick, I forgot her name, but I think she was self-aware and she was pretty honest. I like Emma because she's like a man's dream. Because she's very willing, she's willing to let you smash, no commitment, ever, just that's it. And this nigga, tender dick nigga, catching feelings and shit. But she's not relationship material. Let's get that right. And she tells you, she was honest about it, about she's not relationship material, and she was honest about what she was wanting. She was upfront about it. So I give it to her. These niggas they just don't believe them. When the chick tell you who she is, you gotta believe her.
My thoughts on the character Emma, and if you're a dude that ever dealt with a female that's getting to that chicken, that guacamole, or whatever, that pollo, like yo, they kind of move in that direction like how Emma was in the film. Know what I mean? Because they're so career driven and they have a tangible career where, it kind of like, you know, put them in a different uh financial bracket or whatever, like yo, they move like that. You know what I mean, they don't want to have a a serious committed relationship. But if you're a dude that's cool enough that they can sleep with, they will do that. You know what I mean? But eventually, yeah, they will catch feelings.
Yeah,
I gotta give y'all some pushback.
She was scared though. I think Emma was kind of scared. Like I think she wanted it, but she's one of those chicks that I don't know. She's scared to get hurt. That's what I got from her.
Man, I got a little difference of opinion on Emma.
Okay.
I think Emma was actually a decent chick. She was just goofy with it, man. Because like she caught feelings. She caught feelings also, man. A little too quick.
I don't think so.
Okay, hold on. Let me just finish this. Because like I think if Ashton had like game and a little bit of backbone, and say like when she gave him the deal of a lifetime, like Famous was saying, if he would have approached it the right way, she would have been in love in like 2 weeks. If he be like, oh, word, yeah, give me that deal. And he would have called her, just showed up on the man and called her, like it kind of ignored her a little bit. She would have came to him like, hey, what's going on with us? I'm catching feelings. But since she realized the weakness in him, she kind of made him chase a little bit. So I just think he stepped to the situation wrong. But honestly, man, I don't think she, because I hear what Wes is saying with the career shit. But honestly, I think she just did that to put the walls up, really.
That too, but I can't. As we gonna go break this down, is why I'm gonna show you why she's not that good, because she was playing with this nigga throughout this whole movie, and that's not a trait of a good woman.
But I mean, a lot of dudes set up the situation wrong, man. Because I get what you're saying, man. Like, I'm not gonna have her on a high tier and shit, but a lot of dudes, they care too much too early. Like, I think if he would have been like, "Oh no, word, do your thing, man. Hey, no, I'm out here. I'm in these streets."
On that, like, a lot of dudes, they are tended to that point where they first engage with the female automatically, like, they are like, and I hate using this word, but they are deeply in love with the female, and it's just like, yo, man, that's too quick, nigga. You tapped into your feminine energy like crazy, my nigga.
That's all right. Since you talking about that, tapping into your feminine energy, he did it the best out of any guy we did in any review. Let's go to Adam, because he tapped all the way into his feminine energy.
Yeah, I think Adam might be the worst, dog.
Yeah, Adam was kind of crazy. He was kind of soft. He was really soft in this movie.
The prototype of a sucker.
Yep, this is a simp. We got to do out of these movie breakdowns. We got to do who's the biggest simp out of these movies so far.
I couldn't even put this motherfucker in like a blue pill. He's like pink pill, man. Is there a pink pill?
Adam's pretty bad, man. Like, he was bad.
I mean, the correct term for that pill is called purple pill. Like, you got a little bit of red pill knowledge, but you're not like OD on the MGTOW. Like, you still believe on, engaging with females and all that. They call that the purple pill. Know what I mean?
Nah,
okay.
Nah, he's the pink pill though, because he don't got no knowledge in no red pill. I ain't seen no knowledge in the red pill in this movie.
My man ain't had a drop of like awareness. He turned bitch made just even off the jump
too. From when he was a kid too. Like, the woman was taking charge from the kid. He was all nervous, and from then he acted the same basically throughout the whole movie.
But go ahead, Famous. I know you was about to kick it off.
Oh yeah, we can start with the movie review now. We can just break it down. We know Adam's a simp.
No. So yeah, Adam. Nah, because like what you said, Famous. Can you imagine somebody give you that deal?
Yeah, that's a dream.
He fucked it up. My man dropped the deal of a lifetime, man. That was like winning a lottery ticket, and she's in a residency to be a doctor. Yeah, I'm telling you, I would have rolled that out for like 3 years. I would have had her paying for dick. About year 3, she would have been like, "Jerk, listen, I love you." I'd be like, "Man, we had a good situation. I don't know if we should like change our circumstances." But I'm just feeling you. I'd be like, "Hey, man, you got to drop some dollars at that point. And, you're a doctor now." I done wrote it out with you. I give you that moral and mental support. I feel like I'm part of the process. I'm telling you, I would have been had of that.
Yeah, jerk.
I would have been on some Dolomite shit.
Jerk. I'm telling you, man, this is your starter girlfriend, man. This is your stepping stone to the girl you actually want, man. If you can just ride this out till you find the girl you actually want, yo. And with Natalie Portman, she ain't nothing to sneeze on now, but that's a deal of a lifetime. She's a dream come true, and this nigga trying to fuck it up.
She handed it on a platter, and he was like, "Nah, you know what? I want to spoon you and hold your hand."
Yeah,
highly disappointed it is. Yeah.
What do you think about him, Rush? Before we start to break down the beginning of this movie.
My thoughts on what's his name? Adam? What's his name?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Adam.
Okay, my thoughts about that particular character is kind of like majority of men that's inexperienced with women, you know.
I agree.
It's clearly that he doesn't have enough experience dealing with women, and because his pops is a playboy, like he's like some retired famous actor, and it's like he's in the shadows of his father, you know, and all that. But that kind of like plays with his confidence a little bit, because I guess like that particular character within the film, like he's kind of overshadowed by his pop's success. Know what I mean? So I think his confidence level wasn't up to par, and he didn't have the enough experience to know how to move in the film. I mean, even though it only showed one segment of him in the film from the beginning, like we didn't see, the evolution of him becoming a playboy. But from my perspective, watching that particular character, he's most definitely a sucker in the film.
Yeah, but thing is, as you look through this movie, he can get girls. Because he had a girl the whole movie. He had some girl throughout this whole movie. And two, at one time, it's just that I think certain women, when men set their goal or set their mind to a certain woman that they gotta have, that's when they become the simp.
Yeah, he definitely pedestalized her. Because like you said, he had some pretty nice little selection. But like you said, he locked in on her, and he was just like, look, I gotta have this one. And them dudes that like gotta have relationships.
Yeah.
And it's gotta be like pictured a certain way, like almost like they trying to set up like they see TV shows and they like, man, I gotta have that same type of relationship. And then a couple of them chicks was throwing it at him. He should have just been indulging, but he's like, no, I'm gonna do this the right way. I love her. Oh my God, I love her.
Yeah, there's a girl that's throwing herself on a platter for him, just like on what's it called, 4 Weddings and a Funeral, and he still chooses the wrong one. But we can start the movie review now from the beginning. There's actually a highlight. Go, fill up the first highlight, Rush. There's a highlight to this film.
Which one? What picture you want me to pull up now?
Highlight 1.
Give me a sec.
No problem. Is there any highlights in this film that you want to highlight, SJ? That was a highlight to you?
No, we could wait till you pull that up.
All right, no problem. Because just from a kid, he was like that though. He was kind of nervous, and they got some funny dialogue in this movie.
Well, it's almost like he had to be led, man. Because you remember, even with his career, man, his dad was like, "Look, man, give him your fucking play. Stop being scared." So he was kind of scared to like just take charge or go with the flow with stuff, man. So yeah, his issue, like I like what Rush was saying, man. I think it originated with like him kind of being in his dad's shadow, then his dad smashed his chick.
Yeah. He had a lack of confidence. This is highlight 1. This is hilarious. This is one highlight for me, because this whole sequence from when he fell asleep, he woke up butt naked at a crib. I like this actress, so I forgot her name. This Indian actor, but this whole sequence right here was hilarious to me. And she said, when she said, I'm a doctor, I had to pull a dick out of vitamin water. This was funny, man, because like how they, he just woke up butt naked on the couch, and he was like, okay, I must have did something with somebody. So like she came in there, was like trying to tease him, like, he was like, man, was I good at least? She was like, he was all right.
Then the gay dude came, and then the other chick. So they was they was giving him a rough time. So now
they just went with it, and they all were just playing with him.
Yeah, that was definitely a funny sequence.
This whole sequence, and then when he's walking away, and the guy said, "Yeah, I'm definitely gay."
Yeah.
But this whole sequence from him getting on the couch is this is hilarious. What do you think about this scene, Rush?
It's definitely funny. Like I was rolling watching this scene. Yeah, I mean, like I guess he had too much to drink at a party, and he kind of like blacked out and end up in their crib. I forgot. Why was he drinking so much though? Like, is it because dealing with a chick, or what? Like, what was?
I think he was just partying.
I forgot, huh?
I think he was just partying. All right. I don't know.
No. You remember this was after he found out that his dad. You remember he went to his dad's house, and then that's when he found out his girl was sleeping with the dad.
Yeah, so that's why he went to to the party to try to drink that pain away. You know what I mean?
So you remember he was also trying to like call a bunch of chicks like in his phone from the past.
Right,
like he was trying to
he
was trying to smash something.
Me, man. Yeah. So man. So okay. The reason why in this particular film scene is crazy is because that's the ripple effect of him finding out that his pops was smashing his ex-girlfriend. But this goes on a lot though, my nigga. Like a lot of times.
Come on, Rush.
Rush is dark, man. Rush be on that dark shit. Hell no. Nah. Go ahead, Rush.
Right, let's go. Since you on that, let's go to our first exhibit. Exhibit B. The Dirty Mac and Dad.
All right, hold on.
Rush gonna give us some crazy statistic. Rush gonna be like
99%
of all women sleep with the dude's father and shit. Yeah, Rush be pessimistic to these relationships. Rush like, look.
Yeah, because you skipped to it. So let's go to Exhibit B.
Shout out to my man Famous for doing the exhibits, putting in the leg work.
Yeah.
Which one? You said Exhibit B?
Yeah, B. Yeah, because Rush jumped to it, so we might as well just do it. C, B. There we go. Exhibit B. This is the Dirty Mac and Dad. Now you can go continue what you're saying, Rush.
Yeah. Now, okay. A lot of times when females is in transition to becoming an adult in life, getting their own spot, paying bills. Like she got caught up in a jam, right? She meets homeboy's dad. They started politicking, and and the father found out like, she was having a hard time finding a place to stay. I mean, she slept with the dad for survival purpose only, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? And this will happen if your chick is not, raised right and moving in a crazy direction in life. You know what I mean? So, this happens. This is not, and it's crazy that they put this in the film like that, man. But, this will happen. This happens all the time, man. Not what's wrong. I mean, hold on. Let me put that up.
Let's be happy to that.
Not a father sleeping with his son's ex-girlfriend. A lot of times, younger females, they will use the old head trick. You know what I mean? To survive.
Okay, I got you.
Only nigga. That's a regular thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but okay, that's better. You can explain it better, but most pops is not messing with their son's ex-girlfriend. Nah, that's not gonna happen. Russ, come on, man.
No, that's not what I said. I said.
Nah, you broke it down better at the end.
Yeah. I said like, a lot of times. No. I wasn't headed towards that direction. But I'm just saying, this happens on a regular, nigga. So don't be
you
shocked.
saying like I like what you said. You're like, man, when they going through that transition, pockets be a little tight. They got that poverty pussy. They're probably
They
gonna link up
going,
with an
nigga.
old
They
cat.
going. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
That's the Anna Nicole effect. That's what she did with the 80-year-old man she tried to marry.
Mm-hmm.
They do that. They definitely.
So I agree with Russ on that. Yeah, let them be struggling. They ain't gonna be homeless. That's why you don't see too many homeless females. They'll get on that back ASAP. No Rocky. You know what I'm saying? Definitely.
Yeah.
So I agree with Russ on that one.
Yeah, because this is I ain't gonna lie. But even though this is the dirty macking dad, you never mess with your son's ex. That's just like high level dirty macking. That's crazy. But I ain't gonna lie. This scene was hilarious.
Yeah, Pops was ruthless with it. He ain't even care either. He was like, "Hey, man, she came out." He was like, "Look, she was hot. What do you expect?"
Yeah, he said, "I know." He said, "Yeah, I know."
He was like, "That was a bad beat." He was like, "Shit."
Yeah, pull up the picture. I think it's highlight 2. Because since we're on the topic with the dirty Mac and dad, but he's like, "Yeah, I know she's hot."
Yeah, that was grimy.
That's why I was with her. Yo, his pops was just lifting. He did it mad casual too. He was outside lifting weights and all that.
With some Speedos on.
That's crazy, bro.
Hey, let me ask y'all a question, man.
Go ahead.
Say what if y'all pop smash y'all chick? Would y'all ever talk to him again?
Nah, hell no.
Yeah. Yeah, that relationship through. I'm sorry.
Your pop smash your chick? Nah, that's a violation.
My man said she needed a place to stay. So we was talking.
Yeah, that's crazy. But I ain't gonna lie. Throughout this movie, there's a lot of stuff happening that's crazy, but it's hilarious. They just making it. Yeah, this goes with the dirty Mac and dad. This scene is another highlight for me because it was hilarious when his pops told him, "How do you think I feel? My son slept with my girl."
Yeah.
He tried to reverse it on him. He was dead serious, like pissed off about it.
Yeah, nah, he made it. I like how he flipped it. He was like almost like his son did him dirty. He was like, "Man, you know how I feel like you slept with my girl?" He was like, "Huh?" So yeah, he did that reverse psychology. He was on that Darth Vader shit. He used the Force. He was like, "Fuck it, I ain't taking no L's. I ain't apologizing for shit. You slept with my girl." Yeah, that was funny though.
His son, he gaslit him like crazy on this scene. He said, "How do you think I feel? You slept with my girl." like that wasn't his ex before. That made he punched a hole into the set after that.
Yeah. Yeah, Pops was fucked up, boy.
He was hilarious. I ain't gonna lie, he was hilarious though.
I ain't gonna hold you. Ludacris had me rolling. It was like, yo, you think when your pops was hitting that and he started nothing, you think he said his great line? Great spot. I'm like, yo, that is
great. When they was at the bar, right?
Yeah.
Hey, what did Ludacris call them? Tunnel Brothers? he said, you and your dad are Tunnel Brothers.
Crazy.
Yo, the cast was, I ain't gonna lie. You got the cast in this was hilarious, man. But you can go to Exhibit A now, Rush. But yeah, I since we was on that was another highlight for me. That shit was hilarious.
Nah, it was, man. Nah, that's what I'm saying. This movie was actually funny, man. I might have to bump it up my rating a little bit going through these scenes, man, because this was funny, man.
Yeah, it was. But your pops can't be smashy. That's dirty. That's dirty macking at a high level.
Yeah, any family members, I'll say good friends. Yeah, that's.
But your pops is even worse. I think it's even worse. Oh yeah,
nah, Pops. That's the
ultimate.
I'll move states. I'll if they in California, I'm moving to like Connecticut, Delaware, or some shit. Ain't no way in hell I'm gonna be on the same coast as them.
Rush, before we do the Exhibit A, I'm sorry, since we still on that, because this is hilarious too. I don't know if it's a highlight for me. Hold on, or it's a because this is hilarious.
You said Exhibit A?
Dang, we was just on this topic, so I was on. Let me see.
You talk about Exhibit A, right?
No, not Exhibit A. I want to do something before Exhibit A. She doesn't.
Oh, okay. This was a funny scene too, though.
Wait, H doesn't step. Hold on, because this is what.
My man Fame got the notes.
Hey, hold on, because it was a thing. 'Cause we was on that topic. We might as well just get rid of it. Just talk about the father and everything right now. All right.
Yeah, you said just not knock it out, huh?
Yeah, damn. I think is it H? Is it a highlight? Hold on. But basically,
Was it the hospital scene with the dad?
Huh?
Was it the hospital scene with the dad?
No, but that was hilarious. But it was you don't have to pull it up. I don't know what it is, but it was a highlight when they was at dinner, and this is crazy. How is your ex-girlfriend gonna be your stepmom? That's crazy.
Oh yeah, when she gave the ultimate disrespect, she was like, "Look, man, don't be afraid." What she said? Because call me, I'm like a mother to you or something. I was like,
Yeah, she said. Yeah, she talked about the situation. She said just because the situation is awkward, or whatever, don't mean I can't be a good mom or something like that.
yeah.
Yo, just that's crazy. Just imagine your ex-girlfriend is now your stepmom, and they thinking about having kids. So you're gonna have a little brother too. So that's gonna.
That's why I said, man, I'll move coast. I would be on the East Coast, dog, in a little secluded state. I'm out. Like I'm gonna check out. I'll be like, look, y'all on that side, I'm on this side. Don't call me. I'm getting a name change. Yeah, I'm out.
That's why body count matters, man. Careful who you wipe up, man. Cause you gonna be looking crazy like old boy in that film. Woo.
Yeah, she was the big star in this movie though. She's all the way out there. You see at the end, she was going for the next old man. He was even older. Towards the end,
she was in that elevator. She was in that elevator hunting. She was like, "Oh shit!" That was like a gold digger's paradise.
Yeah, because that was another highlight. That shit was hilarious. She told your ex-girlfriend being your stepmom is crazy work. So you can go back to Exhibit A though. So we, because this is some goofball shit, man.
This was a funny scene though. But this is where he submitted.
Nah,
this is where he could have had a power dynamic, but this is where he folded.
There's some stalker shit, man. This was corny as hell. This is like the corniest. I think this is probably the corniest scene we've seen in any movie that we reviewed. Cause this was some stalker shit. He got the cheeks one time, and he show up to her job unannounced with a balloon. Talk about trying to reward her because it was good. That is crazy work.
But see, that's why I said this is the point where he switched power dynamics. Where if he would have played it right, he could have had her like eating out of his hands and stuff. But when he showed up like that, she was like, "Oh, I got this sucker. Look at this," like you said, tender dick dude, man. Like she was like, "Oh, I'm about to fleece him." So this is where he submitted. He submitted to the coochie, man. He had that shit on the pedestal. Like he showed up with the balloons and stuff, like you said, giving the incentives and rewards and shit. Yeah. This is the sucker power shift.
Yeah, from this scene on, she was just looking at this nigga like. Even here, you can see how she looked. I got some facial expressions too that you don't want to see in a woman on some of these exhibits. But right here is when this nigga was he been a simp, but this is crazy. Showing up at her work to congratulate because she was good in bed is crazy work, and you don't do this ever.
Yeah, she's looking at him with disgust. She's like, "Damn, I just gave you some pussy. Like, fall back. Like, disappear, man. This is my job. Like, this is a career. I don't work at like the call center." So yeah.
And his stroke is weak because if you doing this and she's not all on you and she still wanna just have a no strings attached relationship, that means you ain't knocked the peanut butter out of her Reese's cup. Russ, what do you think about this simp shit? This nigga stalking her and showing up at her job unannounced.
Yeah, definitely. He is tender, man. Son is tender to the max. I mean, every man's different, man. Not every man's gonna be, cold and harsh like myself. But
yeah, she don't gotta be cold and harsh. This is a level of simping that we haven't even seen before.
Yeah, this is like top level tier simping, bro. Like, nah, nigga, you bugging.
Yeah, that's not being cold. You don't have to show it. Nigga, he got cheeks one time and it was sprung for the rest of the movie. That shit is crazy. But you don't gotta be cold. But you ain't gonna just pop up at her job after you got some cheeks. And you're like, what the hell? What she got in there? What she got? That she must have that fucking sunshine shit that they had in what's the movie called Harlem Nights? When you throw her you say you throw a pussy in the air and it turn to sunshine.
My man said, "Look, I ain't never coming home."
Yeah, that there you go. You got an SJ. He called his wife and kids. He said, "Honey,
look,
put your mother on the phone. I ain't never coming home." And he was crying. This is similar to that. So that's crazy work, man. You'll never show up to a job like that. Go to Exhibit C.
But the thing that made that bad before we jump into Exhibit is like she set the terms of like, you know, hey man, I just want this relationship, no strings attached. I'm busy in my career. So all you had to do was Uber dick. You was just delivering dick. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like you're at that point, you're not even being mean. You're just like, look, okay, I understand all he had to do, even if he liked her, you know what I'm saying? Just be patient with the process and be cool with it, man. And she eventually came around and shit, because women like comfort. They like a comfortable situation, but he's just like, when he showed up with the balloon and stuff, you know, I thought the scene was funny, but yeah, it had the congrats and stuff. That's when, like I said, she was like, okay, this dude a little too over the top. So he overstepped his the hand he was dealt. She gave him a beautiful hand. It's almost like a poker. He had a royal flush and he just took all the winning cards out and was like, man, fuck it.
Yeah. Yo, Russ, I'm sorry, because he got a good point. Everything that Jay said, so I want, because that leads into pull up Exhibit E, because you're right. He let her dictate the terms of their relationship, which you never do. You're the man. You dictate all of that. You're in control, not her. That's good. That's a good point, SJ. That leads up right into Exhibit E. Because this is another recurrent thing that's going on. These women are treating these men like children. like the last movie when she was holding him by his head, when he was talking about he was 6'5". Look at this. If a woman's he looked like a child. No woman should be with her arm over you, giving you a pep talk on the bed like this.
Yeah, look.
This goes to show you. Look at the posture. Just look at the picture. This doesn't look right. This doesn't look like a loving relationship or a chick that really wants to get with you. She feels sorry for you. That's what it looks like to me. She got her hand on his shoulder and giving him a pep talk.
Yeah, like you said, slouched over, man. He's whining and shit. So, man, that's why if you in situations like this, man, hold your posture, man. Like you said, man, like arch up, man. You got to make sure your posture right. You know, don't be all down like a Debbie Downer in them situations. Like you said, yeah, damn sure. You ain't going to be holding me like you're my dad, giving me like a lecture in a room and shit about the birds and the bees and stuff. Like you're schooling me to life. So, yeah.
Exactly. It's a recurrent theme too, because this is exactly like the scene with the other guy in Harry in the other movie when she was holding him up, and they treating these guys like children, man. Look at this. This looks like a child. This looks like she's talking to her son about something. It's like, if you look at it, it's like it's gonna be okay. Because I think before she sat down on the bed, he was talking about his life and how it's a mess and all this stuff. I'm like, bruh, you look like a child right now. And this is probably when she was like, man, I ain't never gonna get with this nigga.
Yeah, like you said, that's when she opened the door. Because at first she was like feeling him and stuff, man. She really ain't have too much going on. That's why I said it's not like she had boyfriends and shit. She was just like, okay, he's attractive. He got a good vibe. Like, let me line this up. But then, like you said, when he started kind of like whimpering and shit, that's when she was like, you know what? I might just need to set this up as a booty call and leave the door open because this motherfucker ain't a man. So yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah, and I'm not letting no chick sun me like this and give me a pep talk with her.
Not at all.
On my shoulder, like hell no. This just looks crazy. The imagery looks crazy. This looked like her son. It's like a grown son. That's what it looked like. You got anything to say about that, Rush?
Yeah, he definitely wasn't holding frame within the relationship. Know what I mean? Whenever you in a situation like this, man, definitely you want to hold frame. You know what I mean? At all time, you know. But it's not like Shorty genuinely I mean, at this point of the film, she genuinely liked the nigga. You know what I'm saying? Even when the nigga, you know what I mean, didn't show himself holding frame within the film after he smashed or whatever. So that kind of like shows that Shorty kind of do like the nigga to this degree and at this particular scene right here. But in real life, nigga, like your stroke game this week and you're not holding frame, like you know what I mean? It's either she using you for whatever resources you have or whatever that thing you have that benefits her, she's gonna deal with you until it's no more. I mean, that really happens in real life.
Yeah, I don't think she really likes him like that. I think she cares for him, but I don't think she likes him in that way, in a romantic way. He was just convenient for her for whatever reason. But there's another highlight that I ain't got a picture of because it's not really that important, but it's hilarious. When they met back up when they was adults after they was kids and they ain't seen each other for a while, and she said, "I gotta invite you to an event." You know what the event? He said, "Sure." And it was a funeral.
Yeah.
He showed that everybody dressed like a funeral, and this nigga dressed in like some bright yellow sweater or something like that. That shit was hilarious. But you can go to Exhibit C now, Rush.
But Famous, even in that scene, see, he was doing good because, man, like, one thing I give him credit for, man, he had a sense of humor, and, man, he knew how to, like, work the room and stuff. So even, like, with her friends and stuff, he knew how to crack jokes, make everybody laugh. That's why she kind of, like, liked him because, he had some good attributes, but he just went to sucker mode too quick once he hit it. That was his issue.
Yeah,
but nah, he had the humor and all that, like because the mom and everybody was like feeling him when he came to the funeral and shit. So
yeah, but he got it happens before he didn't get the cheeks yet though. It's a recurring theme. Once they get them cheeks, it's a totally different person. Yeah, so I was like, I don't know, must be some fucking what's it called, pixie dust in that motherfucking pussy. Exhibit C, this is hilarious too, but because this nigga talking about, this is when after they had sex for the first time and he said, "You really want to do this?" No, they had sex a couple times, but she made it like official that they're gonna have like a no strings attached relationship, and he's talking about, "Oh, you really want to do this because you're gonna fall in love with me?" I'm like, nigga, you already in love. This guy. What do y'all think about that? I'm like, he talk about she's gonna fall in love, and this nigga already fell in love.
Yeah, nah, he was definitely catching them feelings at that point, but he was still trying to at least he was trying to hold frame a little bit. He was like trying to reverse it. Oh, you're gonna fall in love. He should have just took the deal, let it be like, oh, no doubt. Yeah, I'm on board. Let's, say no more. Just be reasonable with the hours. You know what I'm saying? Don't just call me like out the blue thinking I'm coming over in like 10 minutes. So, yeah, I would have put some parameters on it, like flipped it back on her like, oh, hell nah, you can't call me all crazy because you might not get none. So there is limitations with this dick. That's why I would have played it to her.
Yeah. By him even saying that, you already know that this nigga's looking for a relationship. He don't want to do this anyway. Because why are you even thinking about falling in love if you're just a no strings attached relationship? He's already thinking about her trying to fall in love with some shit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And she's not gonna fall in love because you ain't even hitting it right. Because she wouldn't even give you that agreement if she really liked you like that. And you was knocking the sonic rings out of her.
Cause you remember, even like throughout the movie, like when they had the go ahead, Rush.
Funny, the sonic rings. Yeah. Yo, for all you young pups out there, I'm an old head. So back then we used to play the Sega Genesis with the Sonic, and he get hit by one of them like pipes or whatever. All the sonic rings will fall out the nigga because the character within that game to be collecting rings. I mean, I know, I'm doing too much, but
I'm sorry, I can't listen. I already know there's never going to be no strings attached relationship with a chick with me because I know I'm going to knock the sonic rings out of her. I know she's going to fall in love. It happens every single time. So I know I can't have a relationship like that because they ain't going to even want no friendship with me. No girl ever wanted a friendship with me because they know what I'm doing.
Facts.
Yeah, you hitting the bottom of that thing. She ain't gonna talk about no strings attached, nigga. She gonna want to be with you. That's why I said she doesn't really like this guy like that. And he ain't hitting it right.
No, that's 100% factual. Know what I mean? Like, whenever if your pipe game is A1, And there's a saying like whenever you could have the ability to make a female climax, she would never leave you, my nigga. She will always forever fiend for that. You know what I mean? So yeah, Fame got a good point on that.
It's called being digmatized. Where we at? We at C, right? He's already in love. Yeah, he's already in love. Yeah, go to D. Exhibit D. Which he wasn't slinging. He was acting more like Adam was acting more like the female than the female was.
Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking. I was like, man, he was more like the girl trying to like lock it in.
Yeah, exactly. Because usually it'll be the girl like acting like that, clingy, and after she having sex and all of that. Listen, man, this shows Exhibit D. This is Exhibit D. Look at this. Now, right now, he looks like the female. This is how the female should be on you after you hit it. She looks disgusted. She never liked this guy. She liked him. She cared for him as a friend, but she never really, not romantically. Because if you knock the bottom of that thing, man, you touch the bottom, she's not gonna be like this. And this is what I was talking about, the non-affectionate woman. Like if a woman's non-affectionate after you just was intimate with her, she don't really like you like that, bro.
But see, that's why I gave a little pushback in the beginning, because man, I think originally she wanted to give these emotions, but how females want to be chased a little bit, or they want a guy to like woo them a little bit, with some game and stuff, and like spit some game and stuff. They want some interest at that point. But he just came off, like you said, the stalker mode, where he showed up at the hospital and stuff, and I think she was like, all right, it still might work out. So she still presented an offer. Because, when females present that offer, they know eventually, like, they're going to ask the question to be with you. But after he just got super weird and emotional, this is where it led up to that, where it seemed like she was detached. But really, it was just that he was just so emotional, it kind of started pushing her away. So that's why I kind of got from Emma's character. She definitely has some red flags and some flaws and shit, so don't get it twisted. But I think this was more of him, like, how they say, like, if a female goes out on a date with you, it's your job. Not they pretty much know in their head, like, I'm gonna sleep with him unless he fucks it up. That's why I get from Adam. Yeah. He had a good situation and he fucked it up.
Yeah, you talk about don't talk your way out the cutty.
Yeah, definitely. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. But SJ, man, if a woman look like this, man, it looked like she got post-nut clarity. Like the niggas yeah, she looked like, man, she looked like, why am I here with this nigga right now? She had this facial expression, because I got a couple exhibits on. She had this facial expression throughout the movie with him. I don't think she ever liked him. He was convenient. She was probably bored, and we're gonna get to that, because even the other simp said this to Adam too. I think we getting into that. We about to get into that too. Exhibit F is a conversation between two simps.
You said a simp off?
Yeah, they had a simp off, man. Like a dick measuring contest. But we can go to Exhibit F. It's a conversation with two simps, man. But yeah,
it's a post-nut clarity.
Like yeah, that's crazy. If a woman has post-nut clarity with you, it's over, bro. This is a conversation between two simps. This is Dr. Steve and the simp Adam. And I got here. Where's it at? Okay, I got Dr. Steve's quote right here, where he said to Adam, he said, I get it, right? You and Emma have sex sometimes. She's tired, calls you up, you drive over and have sex with her. I'm guessing. You think that's going to last? He said, you think that's going to last? Just know I'm going to be right there every day, using big words, saving lives. When she's done with you, she's going to run to me. I can actually take care of her. I'm the guy she marries. You're the guy she just fucks in the bathroom. This is what the other simp told Adam. Why is he happy to be the beta provider? This nigga is willingly telling himself that he's going to be the guy that Emma settles for. Like, and proud of it. Like, I know you smashing her right now, but guess what? I'm going to be the beta provider later. I'm like, this nigga is crazy. And he's proud of that. He's saying it with pride too. Like, I'm the
Yo,
guy. I'm the guy
let
to
me
marry.
interject. Let me interject on that. This right here, yo, this not this particular scene right here where the two Simpsons politicking, but in reality, Adam is really the playboy, and old boy is, and the doctor, he is a beta male provider. This happens on a regular. A lot of times, a female will deal with the playboy, right, and drag along the beta male provider for like insurance plan. Know what I mean, like he the retirement plan if things don't work out. Because a lot of times these birds like to play around in these streets, man. Know what I mean, but they are smart enough to keep one in the chamber, keep a sucker in the chamber. Know what I mean, and this right here, this example with dude in the red shirt is a perfect example of a beta male provider, man. Like, yo, that is the worst dynamic to be within a relationship, being a beta male provider, because you are not the one. You're solely there just to take care of the female, nothing more, nothing less. Talk to him, fam.
And he said that. But look, usually the beta male provider doesn't know he's the beta male provider. This nigga is willingly telling himself that he's willing to be the beta male provider after Adam smashes her. And yeah, Adam's supposed to be a playboy, but he messed that up.
Yeah, but like you said, famous. He said, like you said, he put himself in that stuff, but he was talking like he had a power position. He was like, my man was like, look, I'll be waiting around and I'm going to be using big words. And while you're fucking her, she's going to be around me. I was like, who wrote this shit? Like this part right here, like, a female wrote this, that she thought that was a powerful sequence for a guy to be saying that. Like he had an upper hand in life or something. But see, where Adam, he was showing like jealousy in that situation too. I would have been like, look, man, if y'all get together, that's y'all. Me and her just kicking it. Like, shout out to you if you would have wait that out. But yeah, that's how he would have got from me. I'll be like, hey, you hold it down, man. You got the Prius. You waiting for her to like get done with me. I understand. But yeah, that was crazy. That was a crazy sequence right there. Like you said, it's simp off. But my man said that shit with authority and like he had confidence. Like that was a confident position.
Yeah, he's talking like that's his girl. And for one thing, Emma is not with none of y'all niggas. So y'all shouldn't be entitled to her at all.
Yo, peak game, and this happens in real life. Towards I guess like the midsection of the film, Adam had two bras at the crib, right? So
wait, we're gonna get to that.
Okay, that's too soon. All right.
We're gonna get to that. But like you said, who said it? I think SJ. I think you said it. A woman must have wrote that part, or Russ. One of y'all said it.
Oh, I said yeah, because the way he said it, man, he said it with like authority. Like he was like motherfucking GQ or some shit. Like he was like, look, I'll be here around her. I know you're fucking. I was like, man, who? Like, don't know, guy. Like you said, I like what Russ said. Unknowingly, people would get drugged like that. But like what Famous said, it's like he put himself in a submissive position and stuff. So yeah, a female definitely had to write that one. She's like, look, I got to write this and make these guys sound like bitches.
Monte. I'm gonna drop it right now for you, King.
What happened?
No. Somebody in the chat want to hop on.
All right, listen, Elizabeth. Listen, yeah. So like you said, the woman wrote. This is
that's mine. Shout out to mine.
Merriweather. That's her part of the writing.
Because that was weird. I was listening to that. I was like, fuck. I was like, my man, he loading up his Prius. Like he on some fly shit.
Yeah. So that was just a simp off for work. And that goes to another thing. That's like kind of like the work husband. But he wasn't even a work husband because they didn't even show Emma even trying to in no way trying to be with this guy. So we can go to G. Rush, we can go to G. But I just had to point that out there because that quote from him was wild and it wasn't a flex. That's not a flex. To knowingly be the guy she settles for and you're just accepting it.
I gotta log off this shit because StreamYard's bugging. Give me a sec.
All right, Rush. But yeah, that sequence was crazy.
Yeah, I had to stop. I had to rewind that shit back. I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Did I hear that right?" Because me and my wife was actually, I watched it this. I was like, "Let me watch it," today.
Okay.
I
Oh,
saw
you
that
watched it
part.
today. That's good.
Yeah, we was cracking up on that part because we were like, "What?" So yeah, when my man said that with confidence, he pulled him to the side like, "Hey man, listen, I know you're smashing her and stuff, but I'm gonna be there every day, saying big words."
Saving
My man had
lives.
the whole spill. He he ran that shit down. That's why I was sorry. I was like cracking up. I'm like, damn. I
And
was like, yeah.
the confidence he said it with is crazy because
Oh,
his face was serious. It's like he rehearsed it. Like, it's like
well, he tried to use that job game. Like, look, I'm a
yeah.
doctor, so I'm gonna win in the long run. But when he said like, I know you're smashing and shit, that's what I was like, hey man, if he's smashing and you gotta do all that, like, well, you should just move on and pull your own, cause
It is crazy because I'm like, Emma never showed no interest in this guy. He just popped up. Emma never showed interest in him, so I don't know why he feel this way that he's just gonna automatically have Emma.
well, he was like more like a friend zone type dude, also, because that's what they do.
Yeah,
They linger around and
work husband.
yeah, play the rebound shit. So yeah, he was willing to step in that friend zone role, and he was playing a long game.
I don't know what Rush doing. He logging out or staying on. Rest of the what he got going on, but yeah, that whole sequence is crazy. This is a bunch of Sims, but I kind of like while you're waiting for Rush, let's talk about his friend. I liked his friend. He's a funny. I forgot his name, but he's a funny actor too. Ashton Kutcher's friend in this movie, Adam's friend.
Oh yeah, he was definitely funny, man.
Yeah, I think he was the only person that wasn't a simp in this movie because his relationship with the chick that he was with, or he was. I think they were. I don't even know if they was in a relationship or not. I think they were just like chilling and dating and stuff. But
Yeah, no, they was building up because he was like, pretty much he was like, all right, man, we kicking it and shit, but he wasn't rushing it. He was on no silly stuff like Ashton Kutcher's character and shit. So that's where he was chilling out.
Yeah, we can go to exhibit G now, Rush. You everything good? Like technical difficulties?
Rush be on that.
Hold on.
Go to G.
I'm about to pull it up.
We on G.
But hold on, what's good, Mont?
What up, y'all? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you good, man.
Yeah, we can hear you, Mark.
What's the deal, man?
Mont, I like that backdrop, man. You over there looking like you on some James Bond shit, man. That with that background, like you about to say the world's flyest shit over there, man.
Oh yeah, I've been working on this, man. I've been
Yeah, I like that, man. All right.
Yeah. I got like 4 of these chairs, man. But these chairs is like real. They real they got a lot of prestige to them. So that's why I've been looking all over for them. And yeah, I've been working on this, man.
Is that gonna be your like streaming room or something?
Yeah, it's gonna be my where I do my little streams, stuff like that.
Okay. So, no, that shit dope, man. Shout out to you, man.
Appreciate it. What's up with y'all? What we talking about today?
Yeah, we was breaking down that movie, No Strings Attached.
It's like a early 2000s movie.
Yeah,
I think 2011. Yeah, around that.
Yeah, around that time.
All right, bet I gotta watch it.
Yeah. Yo, G, you was just getting on this Rush. This is Exhibit G, man. Don't let no chick play games with you like this, because I think Emma was she was breadcrumbing him and playing with him throughout this whole movie, man. Don't let no chick play no games with you like this.
Let me interject real quick, James.
Wait, hold on. Let me tell you why.
Go ahead.
Yeah, because she made an agreement. She made an agreement that there's no strings attached, whatever. And she told him, go mess with other girls. All right, he didn't want to do it, but when he did it, then she has a change of heart. I think she doesn't want him. It's like she doesn't want him, but she doesn't want nobody else to have him. Because soon as she saw him with girls, she went over to his house with some stalker shit and tried to stop, his game, what he got going on. You don't let no chick play with you like this, man, and be hot and cold with you like this throughout the whole movie. She was hot and cold with him. Like, nah, it don't work that way. After y'all made the agreement. But go ahead, Rush.
Yeah, a lot of times, chicks will use that in the playbook, man. Like, y'all make an agreement and then she'll switch it up as soon as you see that you progressing and dealing with other females, especially if the female look better than her. It's just gonna drive her crazy.
Yeah, because this is what Emma started getting bad for me. Cause I was like, now she's getting annoying. Cause like you told me to go mess with other people, or whatever, and you said we got no strings attached. So now why are you on some jealous shit now? Basically, she was on some jealous shit.
But man, I don't think she was really at fault on that, man, because you remember he was like dropping the pictures, calling her up on some silly shit, trying to get a reaction out of her. So I mean, eventually he did and stuff, but it was like, when she was like, "Hey man, go mess with people," but he was like, "Hey, look, I'm at a party." He's sending her photos and stuff. So I know she definitely had feelings for him, but also, since he kind of put himself in a, like I said, submissive state, always chasing and pursuing like that, and, getting emotional. A certain female like that is kind of being pedestalized. She was like, "Let me go over there and check him." You know what I'm saying? So he opened the door for her. He ain't had to say nothing. She ain't know what was going on over there until he called her up and sent her the photos and shit. Then she was like, "All right, you know what? Let me go over there and fuck that whole situation up."
Nah, but you still don't do that. I think she was hot and cold with him after this. Like she was very being confused and like, "Nigga, do you want me or do you not? If you not, don't worry about what I'm doing."
Yo, Ma, let me get your perspective on that. Like on how in this particular scene in this film, Shorty was dealing with old boy as a friends with benefits. Yeah, no strings attached. But she was dealing with another dude that she was kind of like building a momentum of becoming in a real tangible relationship with the other dude, but she dropped everything at the last minute, left him hanging at a party to go deal with the playboy, which is Adam, in this particular scene. And she was kind of like upset that he was dealing with two other females, and like they had the agreement just to be friends with benefits. Like, what's your thoughts on that scene? Like, I want to get your perspective on that.
But hold on, we got to give him a little bit more details because she set the terms of the relationship. Like, all right, I like you. I'm busy with my career stuff. No strings attached. I just want you for sex. That's it. I don't want to get too touchy-feely. And so, like, he started catching feelings throughout the whole movie, like, pretty much over pursuing and stuff, fucking up the whole, like, she gave it to him on a silver platter. But then towards the end, she was like, "Hey, man, you need to go mess with other people and shit." So when he's over there, he's like at the bar chilling, politicking with some females. He starts, "Oh, look what I'm doing. I'm taking your word for it. I'm going to go hook up with some other chicks and stuff." So that's when she kind of got in her feelings. She was like, "All right, let me go over there and, see what he's doing and stuff." Almost like, damn, my property better not leave me. So what's your take on that, Mike?
I mean, I think we see that all the time.
Yep.
Women, they don't. It's like they don't know that they want you until they see you with other women. Sometimes,
Facts.
a lot of times it's kind of how it is. So I've seen that 1,000 times. Where it's like, and honestly, that can be a method of like picking up women. Is honestly ignoring them. Like that works. Like, so yeah, they see you with another woman. No, they want you.
Yep. They did like I told you about the experiment with the monkeys. When the monkey was by himself, he got no woman. When they put the female monkeys beside him, more female monkeys came.
But hold on, let me get one more take from Mont. So Mont, okay, if a female approach you with the no strings attached, situation, do you think it's even possible, just from your perspective? I know how you carry yourself. Yeah. That a female could actually go full-fledged with that and be like, "All right, I'm catching no feelings over you." Or do you think eventually she's gonna get some feelings for you?
I've never met a woman personally that I've dated that I touched that could do that. However, it's some women out here with black holes that can do it, but I've never. The average woman, hell no. They be lying if they thought they could do that. At least with me, I don't know what type of guys they can do it with, but not me.
What would you say for that mindset if a female can do that? Because I agree with you.
Can do it.
If she can detach from that, like what's going on with that?
it's disgusting to me. In my opinion, I think it's disgusting. To even think about it. Cause it's like I don't when I see women who resemble traits of men, I don't like it. Just I don't. It's just I like feminine women. So when you got like the trait of a man to just like pump and dump and just pump and dump, that's disgusting to me to look at that. So
Okay.
Fact. That's what I said at the beginning. I said that's basically like dating a nigga.
Yeah, I just got one last thing, because I like Mon's perspective on a lot of stuff.
sure.
Because my thing is like, we were saying this before you came on. I was like, man, a lot of time I think a female can't find the right guy to align with. That's why they could do the pump and dump. Because, for example, like any of us on this panel align with a female, I think she's gonna catch feelings and stuff. So I think it's more revealing of like who she's choosing. Because I just can't see somebody doing that unless they just on some prostitution type mindset.
No, that's a fact. I think there are certain men that women can pump and dump with, and they won't think about. But those are typically men that they're not really into. Like the men. So if a woman, and typically I've had issues like with women trying to make me their boyfriend when I'm just trying to fuck, and it's like, all right, you think I'm smart, you think I might got something going on, so instead of just letting me fuck like we was going to, and then you like, oh, I want to take it slow, I like you, but you let my homie fuck, or like I know you let this nigga fuck, So I don't know. It's certain types of men that kind of women put them in that category of like, don't tell nobody we fucking, but I can fuck you, but I'm trying to live a life over here. I'm actively trying to find men to date while I just fuck you. It's certain situations like that where it does say about the caliber of the guy that you choosing.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't listen, man. I'm telling you, I can't do it, man. With great dick comes great responsibility. I cannot do it. I ain't never met no chick that, if you hitting it right, she want to tell everybody, she gonna want to claim you. I'm telling you that now. I can't do it. That's why I can't even sling dick to girls that I don't want to be with because I already know what's gonna happen.
But also, you might be claimable though. I think. What if you are a guy that's not considered to be like really claimable?
You said,
like,
I understand what you're saying. That's the guys they try to use as a stepping stone.
Yeah, women like men who get women.
Yeah,
like they do.
Yeah. You don't want no cuckoo bird, so that's why I say with great dick comes great responsibility because you don't want to fuck crazy.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying earlier. I was like, man, that's if you could get one of those type of situations and a chick don't fall in love with you. Like I told my homeboy because he was like trying to convince me he's gonna have one of these, and he had his shit together. I was like, dog, that's a ugly dude's game over there. Like that shit ain't gonna work. If you got something to you, man, that you could draw women in, like they 2 weeks, they can be like, man, what's going on between us? You gonna get that? That's coming. Mm-hmm. So that I like what you said, Mont. Yeah, I think that's like. If they see nothing in you and they just going through that rough patch, they just got to fill that void with some excitement. They like, all right, man, this is this dude that's like famous as Stepping Stone.
I've had women try to tell me that they kind of like in they villain era where they just kind of like fucking around and all that type of shit like that. And it end up being bullshit, right? You start fucking them, you be like, all right, bet. You just want to fuck? Awesome. Like that's all I want to do. Then you end up doing it, and now a month later you crying, you calling me crying about like, well, I didn't know you told me you was a gangster. Like I thought you was a thug, and now you telling me this nonsense. So,
Nah, but mine, if you knocking the Sonic rings, it ain't gonna take a month. She gonna say what we are right after. What are we doing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, maybe they do it early. They can. That's what I said. I think most of the time they could do it, but that woman, she probably has no emotion. She probably, she probably can't pair bond no more. Those type of women you don't even want.
I'm just saying before she crying on your phone. Before she's in tears, it might be a month. Yeah.
They'll try to play hard for a bit, but it's coming. I don't know the exact date, but like, I agree with y'all, man. It is coming if you about something. Yeah. So if they trying to hide you, there's some issues with you.
Well, it's an issue with them if they can just have sex with no emotion and just keep doing that. You don't want no type of chick like that.
But man, I think either those ones are on drugs or man, they just ain't aligning with because on the flip side, guys got to be attracted to them back. So that's what I'm saying. I think a lot of times it kind of highlights who they got to be around. Because if you put that prototype of the guy that they like, man, they catching feelings. You could get a woman that is fucked straight out of prison with tats on her face and shit, barcode on her neck, and she'll catch feelings for the right guy, man. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So Rush froze?
Yeah, you know, Rush got that Fubu wireless.
What you about to say, man? I was about to say something.
No, I was about to say, yeah, Rush, he froze.
Dang, he got to bring up this exhibit.
But we'll turn it back to you, Famous. What was the next scene you wanted to cover?
Oh, it was basically when they went on their first date. When he begged her for a date, it's Exhibit H. But he begged her for a date. You never beg a chick for a date, man.
Yeah, that's why I said from the beginning of the movie, man, she was handing them over the deal of a lifetime, but he just caught feelings super quick, man, and that's where he started over pursuing. That was the whole issue of the movie, man. That's why I said I don't think she was a bad chick, because I think she had the prototypes. Some guys might be like, oh, she for the streets and stuff, but nah, she was just like, okay, I like him. Let me try to. Yeah, it seemed like she put up that wall to protect herself because she knew she probably fall in love easy, but he got too emotional with her, and that's where she was like, oh, god damn, I'm trying to just throw it at him, and my man over pursuing, showing up at my job and shit.
Yeah, she was playing with him throughout the only thing I didn't like is how she was playing with him throughout this whole movie, man. She should just not mess with him if it was that case. But I don't think she was a bad woman, because I think, like, let's say me and you, I can date Emma because I know how to handle her. I know how to handle a woman like Emma. He can't do it.
Yeah, because like you said, we would have started off like giving the space. We wouldn't be like, nah, okay, do your thing, man. Just hit me up. And you would have put some boundaries around it, because she was calling him up like crazy times, like, hey, be over here in like 10 minutes. So she was going overboard and shit. So yeah, I would have been like, look, you got to hit me up at reasonable times. I got a life outside of you. I'm just not sitting by the phone just to, you know. Yeah. So I think if you would have done something like that, she would have been like, oh shit, you know, he's different. And that's when she would have been like, she would have approached you differently. She would have been like, oh yeah, nah, I got to lock this in, because he ain't playing around. I can't sit here and tell Famous or Jerk or Rush and Mont, like, y'all go mess with some other females, because we were like, oh, word? Like, you ain't got to tell me shit. I'm doing that anyways. Yeah, so when females say stuff like that, they know that guy ain't gonna do it. It's almost like they got that loyalty thing. Like, hey, go mess with somebody else. They already know that guy is. They know how people are built.
Yeah, but the thing is, if she messed with a guy like me, she wouldn't even have to tell me to go mess with other women, because you already set the boundary of the situation. So I already know what it is. I'm not gonna push further than that when you already told me, you know, what the situation is, and you don't never try to force no woman to be with you. That's one thing. That's why I said you never beg for a date. You can pull up, so that's when he showed up with the carrots and all that. So we broke that down. Remember, he showed up with the carrots because he said she don't like flowers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So that was basically Exhibit H. We can skip that. We just talked about that, but you never beg a chick for a date. And he was begging her to go on a date, just one date.
Which one you want me to pull up, saying?
We just did Exhibit Don't Beg for the Date, so you can do I, Exhibit I.
And while he pulling that up, yeah, the one with the carrots, like I said, man, if he had the right girl, like nothing's wrong with doing some of that stuff. You just got to have the right person, man. You know, because I ain't one of them people like, man, don't show no like good things for the right chick. So I think like he was kind of like a romantic type dude where there's no issue with that, but you got to make sure you do it for the right person, man.
Yeah, that's the problem with it was. That's basically with simps, man. You're doing it for the wrong woman. You can. It's no problem with being romantic when it's mutual. You know, she told you what it is, and it's like you're begging now. You're begging for a relationship. You're begging for a date. Like that's when it becomes simpish. Now, if you're doing this, it's reciprocated, and you know, it's not wrong being romantic to your girl or somebody that's showing you interest back. But she told you this is strictly what it is, and you still trying to push for something else. You don't do that. You do that. You use her for what the situation is, and then you push for something else with another chick that actually wants that. Oh, this is Exhibit I. Now, look. This is the look of a face of a chick that's about to sabotage some shit. And right after this scene, this is when she balked on this nigga and told him told him to his face, like, I don't want a relationship with you and all of that. And you knew what it was and all that. But if she looked like this, she don't want you, bro. And this expression has been on her face the whole movie.
Yeah, this is the part right here where he was about to drop the love word and she just wasn't ready for that. She was like, look, man, why can't we just enjoy this? And I see some guys, man, that be trying to force the relationship, even in real life. And I'm like, man, look, man, back off, man. Like, yeah, I ain't been messing that long. Because, you know, they wasn't even really kicking it that long until he got to that point like that. So she was like, shit, she got scared. She was spooked. She was like, look, I don't know if I'm ready for all this. Homeboy kind of like in love already. Yeah, so she told him.
That's the problem. She told him this from the beginning of this movie. He's been trying, and he's the one that told him, oh, you're going to fall in love. Like, no, nigga, you're already in love with her. And throughout this whole movie, he was trying, like, basically begging for her. And she's like, man, nah, I think right now she just got tired of this nigga. But this is the part that I didn't like about her character, because I like Emma, but she would do this, but it's kind of contradicting for why are you showing up at his house when he's with other girls now? So you don't want him, but you don't want other chicks to have him either. Like, you can't have it both ways. That's what she was just hot and cold with him. I didn't like that. She's like playing with him.
But see, this is where, because I agree with you from the outside looking in, man. I get what you're saying, Famous. But it's just like, man, to a certain degree, most females have a little bit of control freak in them. So as a guy, man, if you establish the relationship in a position where you put her in that power dynamic, you know, they're gonna step on you a little bit, man, because that's just how they built. So that's why I'm like, I can't even charge it to her as that's just almost like female nature in some sense. Yeah. So I think that's where he fucked up. And he put her in that, like, he pedestalized her to a certain degree. And when he did that and he let her, she's just gonna do shit like that because it's about control to a lot of them. So that's why I'm saying I don't think it's something out of the ordinary for a lot of females to do that. If you pedestalize them, they you become part of their territory pretty much.
Yeah, she wanted to control the situation, and he allowed it. So he was basically her personal little puppet at that point.
Yeah, because she was looking at it like she was about to go get some dick, actually, from that doctor, because she was about to leave and stuff. And then when he called her up, you know, kind of rubbing it in her face, she's like, oh, hell nah. He about to go out here and have fun. He about to move on. Let me go sabotage this shit. Yeah, but that's why I said he wanted to be sabotaged because he called her up and let her know what he was doing. I wouldn't never said shit.
Yeah, you know it was just a hot and cold game she was playing. Because then she called him up crying. Like, come on, man. Like, you can't. And then she don't want to be with you. One scene, she's all about you, you know, and everything. And then she totally doesn't want to be with you. Like, nah, you gotta move on with this chick. You can't let her play with you like that. I'm sorry. Too inconsistent. What'd you think about that, Rush?
My thoughts on this scene is a typical move that a lot of females play, man. When they assume a dude don't have different options and they find out the dude do have options, then their attitude change towards the male that they're dealing with. And this happens, man. And just like what we said earlier, man, most women are attracted to men that get bitches. You know what I mean? So you know, if the image, if your image shows that you are bagging mad chicks, guess what? The next chick want to deal with you because you have that capability of dealing with multiple females, spinning plates. And I kind of want to get Mont's perspective on this, man. Like, what's your thoughts on, you know, Shorty playing a hot and cold game with old boy? Like I want to get your perspective on that.
I think any woman to do it if you let them. Like, because that's how women are in life. They hot and cold. They don't know, like, not all women, but a lot of women that I've had experiences with, they're emotional. And it's like, they want this now and they want that later. They want this now and they want that later. So if you let them, just like a kid, they want to be hot and cold. So
I totally agree. That's the problem. And he allowed her to control the situation throughout this whole movie. That's why she was allowed to do it with him. So I totally agree with mine. So Rush, we can go to we can skip the manipulation part because that's when she came up to the hospital crying. I don't think she really liked this guy. She just doesn't want. She wants him to be like her personal puppet. I don't think she really likes him. She just wanted. She just wasn't ready to leave him yet. Leave him alone yet. So she's not gonna let him go like that. But I think it's manipulation. I think she wanted to keep him around a little bit longer till she found a man she really want.
I don't think it was manipulation, man. I think
you like this. You like Emma, man.
no, man. I like what Mont was just breaking down, man. I think she exhibited a lot of like just regular female behavior, and I just think, man, when men approach the situation wrong, that's where shit gets sideways because it's typical female shit. Mm-hmm. So I think she liked him and stuff because I just think with him, man, he had a lot of like bad qualities, man, where. She was just she was gonna play the game because it was like, okay, I want him to chase and pursue, so I'm gonna be hot and cold. I'm gonna be like, hey, if you don't do it on these terms, I'm gonna drive a wedge between that. I'm gonna give you some time and stuff and see if you chase. And he played into a lot of that, so I think that was the issue with a lot of shit. So I just think, man, she did like him. It was just like, because I mean, think about it, man. If you're a female. You think you see a guy you like, but he got a lot of like he's kind of a little more emotional than you. That would be a turnoff. Like if I put myself in their shoes and I'm looking at, I'm like, oh hell no. Nah. Like he got some good attributes, but fuck, let me slow this down a little bit and see what's out there, because man, I don't know if I could move forward with that. So I'm just looking at it from that angle, man.
Yeah, I think Adam had potential. But I just don't think she was into him romantically from the beginning, because the girl's not going to even make that deal with you to a no strings attached deal. She really likes you like that. She's gonna want to be your girl. She's not gonna want to just do some shit like that because she's not gonna want nobody else to have you.
But I think with her, man, she put up that, like I said, that wall, man, because like it was some shit going on. Like I think she mentioned it, like her mom and them was like. Her dad died or something like that. And then also she was just like, man, I'm moving on my career. I don't want to catch all these feelings because, the guy might play me and stuff. So I think some females set it up as like some strength. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like they fear rejection. So they almost going to put on like this hard exterior. Like, oh, no, I'm not emotional like that. I can't. I just want a booty call type situation. And I think a lot of them end up doing it. It sounds dumb and like, it does put them in a category where they start sounding like men, but they never fall through with it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's why I said she don't like them. Because like you said, SJ, they never fall through with it because they're not gonna fall through with it with a guy they actually like. They're gonna always fold. But all right, but with him, like she was smashing him like multiple times. It wasn't just one time thing. It was like. They really had a friends with benefits relationship, and she still didn't want him. So he either wasn't hitting it right. Well, she wasn't hitting it right because she wouldn't want to be just a friends with benefits, and she's not attracted to him in some way. I think he had potential at the beginning, maybe, but after a while, she was like, "It's not gonna work." Because after all that time, you still don't want to be in a relationship with this guy.
Yeah, like I said, I think it was that gray area relationship, man, where she liked him, but it was like she was all the way in it.
Nah, she gotta be all the way in with me. She ain't no gray areas. Hell no. Either you like me, or you don't. What's a gray area? I don't know what a gray area is.
Yeah, not for us, but I'm saying for what she was doing. Because think about it, man. If a female is doing it multiple times, like it was on a high frequency when he was knocking it down. Like if a female was just like a straight booty call with a guy and she was detached, man, it'd be like. Barely, like she'd be like linking up with him. It wouldn't happen and carry on that long because she eventually gonna meet somebody and jump off quick. And she's doing it because literally probably because that guy like buying shit, giving her money and stuff like that. But he wasn't really doing all that. She ain't even want that component of like the dating, and she was just like, look, I just want to, have sex with you. Yeah. So if she positioned it like that and she wasn't getting no financial gain and going on dates, that's why I'm saying like she liked him. She just was trying to be like tough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That
played like a rejection thing. That's why I said it was mainly like rejection with her.
Yeah, I agree with that. choosing the wrong woman. Yeah, and I think in this movie he chose the wrong woman. I think he should have chose. This is the last one I got too. I think he should have chose Lucy, the one that was throwing herself at him. Geeky looking one.
That was damn, what's her name? Amanda Pete.
Nah, that's Lake Bell, and she's bad.
So which one was Lucy again?
Lucy was the one he worked with. Remember at the end, she was throwing herself at him at his house. She had the glasses.
Yeah. She was bad. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he should have definitely linked up with that.
And she actually liked him, and she would probably committed to him, shortly after, because she really wanted to be with him. And she was throwing herself. Did she end up with the
father though?
Yeah, that's when it messed it up for me. I was like, nah, you can't. I think at that point I was like, nah, she probably get with anybody then.
Yeah, he should definitely lock that one down.
But I think Lake Bell was the one that he should have. And it's a recurring theme with these movies we doing, that these guys keep picking the wrong woman. They picking the girl that they like instead of the girl that like them. So that's where you get the gray areas. When she don't really like you like that, that's the gray area. You need a girl that's all the way in with you, man. There's no shades of gray. Like, I don't want no girl that's iffy with me. If you iffy with me, then I don't want you. I don't want you. You can't be with me.
No, that's a fact. Mon, let me ask you a question, man. Just because I know you be doing a lot of panels and stuff, you be breaking stuff down, man. What would you say? What do you think is the biggest issue, like with the dating market, man? If you had to make an assessment of it, man, looking from the outside in, what do you think is people's biggest issues?
It's a lot, but I guess one of the bigger issues is what my brother just said. Not choosing the person you like versus who like you.
Facts.
I think that's the biggest issue with men and women. You know, like men don't understand leverage. I think if you're going to be in a relationship and you want to be a leader, you need leverage. You know, you need a woman who wants you too. You can't if you were a woman that you want, it's going to be bad. You know, you're going to end up not in the position that a man should be in. So I think that's one of the bigger issues is people not knowing like what bucket should you be choosing out of, right? Everybody want the bad bitch. Everybody can't handle that, you know. So I think that's one of the main issues.
So, let me ask you: if you had maybe not a percentile, but do you think that's like majority of men that's choosing like that?
Like, I don't think a majority of men is choosing like the bad bitch that I would consider bad, but I think most men are they're after something that's slightly above. You know, I think because like for example, I'll give you a car example, right? I remember when I was 25, I had this a Jeep, what is it, a Wrangler, right? And it was a rental, and I used to take the doors off and ride around with it. And the girl that I was with, she thought I was the shit, right? But now at 32, riding around with the Jeep with the doors off, like that's the girl. My woman wouldn't be looking at that. That's a young boy driving a Jeep. It's just a Jeep, right? But at the time, that was up here to where we was, right? Right now, you gotta be in a Rolls Royce or something crazy for me to be like, damn, look at that nigga. Like, so I think when it comes to like even attractiveness, like certain guys in certain spaces, a girl that's a 7 to me, they might be looking at like a 9, you know?
Yeah. So,
I think that I think most men they still are going for like what's a bad chick to them to some degree. I don't think men are like actually getting like what they consider to be like average or below average women. I don't think they choosing them. I could be wrong. Shit, I don't.
But you think like that dynamic, if they're choosing, that's where they lose the leverage. You think that's where the leverage is lost?
Yeah, like I think you should be with a woman who wants you. Like I think that a woman should spend money on you. You know, like you might hear me talking about, I don't want a woman to spend money. I don't want a woman to do this and all that type of stuff. Early on, you got to spend something on me so that I know you like me.
Okay.
Like,
yeah.
I don't care if you buy me a T-shirt. I don't care if you like go in your pocket.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree with you. And when you talked about it on one panel, I heard your dynamic. I agree with that too. Yeah, so yeah. I definitely agree with what you're saying, and I think you're getting that value.
Yeah, she got to show. I think the problem with men is they get in with women with low interest in them. That's when they have no type of leverage, because the woman, she don't really care about you. She has low interest, and they, even if you got to go down on looks a little bit to find a woman that's, you know, that really likes you, you should go for that instead of putting looks as a priority, the main priority. Because like Ahmad said, a woman that spend on you, that shows some type of interest. She got to show you some interest, man. These guys are getting with women that's showing them no interest, and they gotta basically, what's the word I'm trying to use? They basically trying to convince a woman to like them, and you don't do that. She should already like you for you.
Yeah, I think a lot of guys, man, they trying to buy love, man, and they think that, you know, if like dudes do kind of get successful, say they didn't have women before, they think like just that success alone is gonna put them in a, you know, it's gonna get them leverage and shit. And they don't have like no sense of humor, no personality, nothing else with them. And you know, those females gonna come, they'll use those guys, but yeah, they don't like fully submit.
Like the only thing that can,
I was say the only thing that can unlame you is experience. Like money can't unlame you. Facts. Like you need experience with women to unlame yourself. Like you got to deal with them, and you got to learn, you know, how to move. You can't just get money and think that you about to. It's just going to temporarily fix the issue, but it's going to blow up.
Yeah, you got to build character.
Yeah, and you got to learn how to navigate women. You got to learn how to play the game right. You know, you got to learn. You got to learn about, like, if I do this, what's she gonna do? Like, you gotta know. You gotta be chess. You know.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Understanding women is important. You gotta know how they talk. You gotta know how to translate what they're really saying versus what they're actually saying. Like, you gotta know all of that. It's important to understand women before you even, you know, attempt to be in a relationship. Because if you don't understand, they're gonna walk all over you. They're gonna, you know, they can't have more game than you.
Facts. Especially if you chasing them. Like, I'll be seeing videos where like men are like doing things like for women so early on. Like, I see a video where a guy buying her something for the first date, like bringing her a gift on the first date, and I'm like, that's crazy. Like you setting the wrong precedent mentally to her. Like it's not going to get you what you think is, you know. It's like they like kids to some degree. Like this is the similarity of like you can't just, if you buy your child something just like for nothing, they always going to want something for nothing. You know, that's just how it works.
Yeah, that goes with convincing them to try to love you. But that's just like the beginning of this movie, man. This nigga, after he had sex with her, this is the first time he showed up to a job with a balloon, congratulating her on how good the sex was. Crazy, unannounced too. Just showed up at a job with a balloon. That's crazy work.
Yeah, he already out of pocket. Yeah.
See, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I was giving them pushback, man. I was like, hey, man, he came off like wrong from the jump. So that's why she was like, she was in that, like, I don't know if I want him, I like him, but I don't know if I could go forward with this. It'll make sense if I was looking at it from her perspective. Like, damn, this is motherfucker already in love.
He too nice.
Oh, yeah. So Rush, pull up Exhibit K, Lucy. Because you never got to speak on his character in this movie. I think this is the one he should have been with. Until the end, though. She messed up her whole everything. After that, I was like, nah, I take that back. But before that, I think this is the woman he should have chose over Emma. Because Emma was just playing too many games for me. I couldn't, like, that hot and cold shit she was doing with this nigga, man. I think Lucy was more his speed. And they made her look geeky in this movie and all that, but Lake Bell
freeze up again.
Yeah, I don't know what.
I thought he was frozen for a second.
He's either frozen so I do the mannequin challenge because Rush be still.
Like that hat, Rush. You repping the Mets.
Yeah, you repping Queens.
Man, you over there in what, Philly? Okay.
Mont look like the most interesting man in the world.
Yeah. Like he look like he should have some whiskey over there, man, and like 5 side chicks.
Yo, that's exactly what I was going for. I was going for like intellectual authority. Like I wanted to go for like, like I want to put a bookshelf back here. Maybe I don't know. We still gonna see, but like that's what I'm going for, man.
And some Los Tasakis.
Yeah, I might put some be drinking some whiskey or something. Get a little.
That's dope though.
Yeah, I got that elegant look, man. You definitely that's just giving that vibe, man.
It's the light too. The lighting that I got, set up the warm light right there, and it's the whole go with the color of the chairs and all that. So
yeah. You pull up in that motherfucker in like a vest and a fedora and shit. Everybody gonna just freeze and let you talk, dog. They gonna be like, "Hey, man, say what you gotta say." Everybody just gonna shut the hell up.
That's
so right. What you think about this character Lucy and his relationship dynamic with her?
Like you said, man, I think he should have definitely been with this one.
Yo,
go ahead, Russ. Go ahead. Oh, you're on mute, Russ.
Now I was saying, keep going, Jerk.
Oh, okay, my bad. Yeah, I was just gonna say, man, I think he definitely should have been with her, man, because she was showing the interest, and she actually was showing, man, I'm trying to bring value to your life. Like, you remember when she read his script, made some comments, took it to the person, so she was showing like she was willing to add value from the rip. Wasn't playing no games or nothing like you said. So yeah, my man definitely should have politicked this one a little bit and put the interest towards her. Cause yeah, he was at the house and body was banging. Yeah, I would have knocked that out the frame. My dad would have been like, "Look, Dad, I'll catch you on a hold on, don't go to the white tunnel yet, cause I'll be there in about an hour." Yeah, I would have knocked it down.
Before we discuss this, go to Lake Bell. I posted I sent you a picture of Lake Bell, the actress that plays Lucy. I'm gonna show you this Lake Bell because I always liked her as an actress, but she is bad, bro. Like they made her look geeky in this movie. But
is that her real name?
Her real name is Lake Bell.
Okay, I thought it was Amanda Pete. She looked like that one.
I'm gonna show you that Ashton Kutcher would have been looking at if he was in a relationship with her. This she right there. This is what he would have been looking at in a relationship with her. Because Lake Bell she's not to sneeze on.
No, that's what I'm saying. She was fine, man. Had that, like you said, that nerdy look, was about business, but also, it seemed like she was about her man too. So that was the right combination. Because I like career chicks, but I don't like them on that extreme where they're just only focused on career. So it seemed like she understood balance.
And
that's a bad motherfucker, boy.
Yeah, and the key thing, she had high interest with him. It wasn't no hot and cold. She was throwing herself at him, and she wanted him. So that's why I said it's a reoccurring thing with these movies that they purposely do, and that's why I talk about the conditioning, where they purposely make the guy choose the worst woman when they got the woman that's actually for them right in front of them, and they just look past them and go to the woman they want. This is how it goes with don't date the woman you want. Date the woman that wants you.
Yeah, I thought I could have swore that was Amanda Pete. They look just alike. And
another thing, this is the thing that they try to do to justify the relationship at the end. They put her in her character, just like they do with Peter Parker. It don't seem like her character would even do that. They put her with the father at the end. It was so random, and I think they did that to justify Adam's relationship with Emma to make it look better, because they know that she was the right pick. So they had to do something to downgrade her character to make Emma look better. So Russ, what do you think about that?
My thoughts on that character, I don't know, man. Like, I guess my opinion towards this character, is gonna be negative because she ended up sleeping with the dad. You know what I mean? So that dad smashed it. I'm like, she for the streets, man. She a bird, man. I I can't get past that, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me either. I can't. But before that, before she slept with the dad, because I know they added that in. Because that I can't. After that, I was like, yeah, I can't. There's no redeeming factor to her after that. But before that,
Okay, all right. I'll be honest. Like she knew intricate things about this dude from writing plays. I mean, not plays, but writing
Rush. Before you say
scripts,
that,
how to
wait,
think.
Rush. Before you say that, I'm asking you a better question. Before the dad situation, if you had her and you had Emma, which one would you pick? You too sophisticated jerk after Rush.
Okay. And
Before
Rush,
the
you
dad
just say the
situation.
dad scene never happened. That never
Yeah.
happened, and you had these two lined up. Because I get where you stuck at. You're like, hey man, she went down that
I'm
path, so
stuck
I
there
agree
too,
with you.
though.
But
I I would choose Shorty in her the tall glass of milk. What's her name?
my
Well, Lucy in the
man,
movie.
my
The
man said a tall glass of milk.
the shorty ass pictures. I would choose. I wouldn't choose Emma. I would choose her because the second girl she has high interest being with old boy. Like she knew a lot about Adam, so I would rock with that. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, and as far as me, yeah, I would have chose what's her name, Lucy in the movie. Yeah, I would have chose that. That wouldn't even been up for question.
Yeah, Lucy, because it's a high interest versus low interest. So I would definitely choose Lucy and all that because that's the girl you're supposed to choose. We got to geeks are underrated, bro.
Yeah, because like you said, her whole persona, man. Like you said, I do like geeky women. So yeah, the way she just carried herself and when she was at the crib ready like that, would have been a wrap.
Yeah, geeks are very
Would have been
underrated
a wrap.
because people don't understand. Like some of these geeks, man, outside when you're dating them, you get to see the actually sexy side of these geeks, and a lot of them be bad. But yeah, you got to deal with women that's high interest in you, and I think they threw that dad scene in at the end because that don't even fit her character throughout the movie. They did that to justify her relationship. I mean, Adam's relationship with Emma, and they did that in a couple movies.
Yeah, they always they had to muddy the waters a little bit. Like, all right, make her get with
Yeah,
the dad now to take her out the picture somewhat.
yeah, that's what they did. They purposely did that so to make Emma look better than what she was, and they did that with Peter Parker too. Because some of the stuff Peter Parker was doing was totally out of his character. Like he wouldn't even do that when Spider-Man review.
Nah, but I definitely enjoyed this movie, man. I thought it was pretty funny, man. Shout out to Ashton Kutcher, man. He was on a roll of making like these rom-coms for a minute.
Yeah, y'all gotta watch this movie. We don't really have to do a review on it because it's not really simple. He was actually a player in this movie. Spread. If y'all got time to watch Spread, watch Spread. That's my favorite Ashton Kutcher movie, and it's one of my favorite movies too. It's definitely in my top 10. It's a really good movie. It's called Spread,
Okay,
but I don't think it's a
I'll check.
reviewable movie because he's not because he's like a playboy in there. It's kind of different.
So what's gonna be the movie for next week?
I gotta see if Hall Pass is available. I want to do Hall Pass bag because we gotta do this. We gotta do Simpson marriages. We gotta do Simpson marriages, and Hall Pass is hilarious. You got the computer there, jerk? You can see if Hall Pass is available.
Yeah, let me check. I'll check.
Friends we meet on vacation. The one we supposed to do last week. That's a new one that just came out.
Yeah, we could check that one out too. Yeah, I don't see Hall Pass.
I don't think it's available yet.
Yeah, I don't see it on anything.
Yeah, then because they take it off and on. Like they put it there, then they take it off. I don't know why they do that. But we can do friends we meet, people we meet on vacation.
Okay, yeah, we'll check that one out.
That's a good one because a lot of simp shit going on in there too. Oh my god, some big simp shit going on in that movie. It's new too. I only saw it once.
Cool. I'm gonna check that one out. I'll probably watch it this weekend, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to watch it probably at the top of the week to do the review because I like to start watching it closer to the time we do the review, so it's kind of fresh on my mind still.
Yeah, that's what I do, man. That's why I watched it this morning. I was like, let me watch it. So yeah, me and the wife was sitting up watching it.
How she like it?
She like it. You know, she like rom-coms anyways. But yeah, that one we was when it came to that one scene where my man was like, you know, you're knocking it down now, but she's gonna be. We both was cracking up when I scene. I was like, God.
That's crazy.
You know, the funniest, the reason I like these, man, because a lot of these movies I have not seen in like, because this came out 2011, you know, 10, 15 years, and going back looking at it from a different lens, it's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like,
I forgot how funny this one was because this has some funny scenes, and especially with dang, what's her name? The Indian girl. She's a comedian. She was funny, man. When she said don't worry, we see dicks all the time. I just pulled the dick out of vitamin water.
yeah, Dad, and when she was like, hey man, we gonna be some sluts tonight. That's it. Yeah, she was funny, man.
Yeah.
But it's funny because you remember I used to always give y'all pushback on the conditioning. I was like, oh hell no, I don't want to hear it. Man, after going back looking at these movies, I'm like, God, you know what? I'm still hard on dudes, but I'm like, there is a little bit of conditioning going on because, man, movie after movie, you just see a dude in a submissive state.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then and then they throw the comedy in it to throw you off of what's really going on. So they make it funny, like it's a joke, but you know, it's still conditioning you, like subconsciously.
Yeah, no, definitely. Because I mean, like I said, I see real life situations playing out, and I see guys, man, and I be, you know, when I'm talking to them, I'm just asking, I'm like, man, why the hell would you take a deal like that? They be like, man, you know, because that's just what we got to do. I'm like, no, the fuck it ain't. Like, you know, I'll be like, damn, it should be driving me crazy, but it is some conditioning going on because I see it playing out in my real life. I'm like, damn, man, why the fuck are y'all like this? Man, you know, it's just, yeah. Like you.
The music too, not just the films, and the music too. It's a lot of conditioning in the music too. So we can do next week. We can do people we meet on vacation. I think that's on Netflix. I think.
Okay, yeah, we'll check that out.
I'm gonna send it to you though. But yo, I gotta get out of here. I enjoyed this movie review, but I gotta step out real quick.
Man. Okay, no doubt, man. We'll shut it
down. You want to do the closeout? I can stay for the closeout.
Yeah. We could do the closeout, man. Let me get y'all last words.
I enjoyed this movie. People, if y'all haven't seen No Strings Attached, go back and watch it. It's a very entertaining movie. You know, shout out to the directors, the writers, and, you know, the actors that was in that movie. And shout out to the panel, you know, Rush, Sophisticated Jerk, man. It's always a pleasure. You know, I enjoy it. It's my favorite time of the month, man. So that's all I got to say.
Yeah, my parting words, man, I'll keep it brief. But if a female gives you the honor, the gift of like frivolous coochie with no attachments, gentlemen, do not fuck that up. Don't overthink it. just take that gift. You ain't no emotional attachment. She wasn't asking dude for dinner. That's a beautiful thing, man. Like, ride that out. Enjoy life. That's my message.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I forgot about that. She wasn't even telling him to like pay for stuff. Like, she wasn't even using him. She was literally
she ain't put no dollar attachment. She was just like, hey man, I just need some D while I get through like this doctor program. My time is limited. Because you know, them doctor programs, they pretty extensive in it. They require a lot of time. So she was just like, look, I ain't trying to be out here sleeping with everybody. I got a little bit of attachment to you. Just drop off. That was a beautiful thing. I would have treated that like a job.
Yeah, that's your starter kit, girlfriend. That's the stepping stone to the one you actually want to be with. Listen, that's perfect because you have her till you find the one you want to be with. So he messed that up, man. Stop simping at her, man.
God.
Yo, my last words. I understand where you're coming from, SJ, but you know, I don't want to promote fornication. Now, I mean, the king coming, and you know, this is a good breakdown to understand the dynamics between the male and female and on how things work out. Now, I mean, yeah, man, just stay sucker free, man, and you know, it's your boy Rush, aka Raw Mundo, out here chasing that boyo, that guacamole, that ragu. You know what I mean? Seek wisdom, practice humility, and always remain sucker free. You heard? I'm out.
Peace.
Catch us next week.
All right.